good to be back, and it's a good night to be drinking. Let me tell you. Welcome to
straight gin.
Just whatever I can do, whatever it is, it's on the rocks. That's for sure. Welcome back to the Eternal Baseball Podcast. We took a week off. One of us was on a trip, and the other one was straight tripping. So it was a good week not to be live on the air, but we're back. Excited to be here. Appreciate you joining us. I can see we've got some people dying for some baseball.
Yeah. Hey, welcome, Cameron. Welcome, Brian.
Say hello to Cameron. Say hello to Brian.
Early adapters for tonight's broadcast.
Yeah. Now, normally the guys who join us live, they are the diehards, and we respect every single one of them. It is a Marlin team, by the way.
What is a Marlin team? I don't know what that is.
That's what I'm drinking, baby. Woo.
Welcome, Munchkin. All right, they're filing in.
Yeah, that's actually a really good turnout here.
And Dave, hey.
Yeah, because we've got a real barn burner tonight.
And Tino, man. We're not going to end this broadcast early today.
We should have tapped into the power that is Pirates Marlins earlier in the year. And the backstory, of course. Try to get every team on the Eternal Baseball Podcast at least once a season. And when it gets towards the end of the year, you got to kind of look at who hasn't got invited to prom yet. And yeah, it's Marlins and Pirates are both two of the teams that haven't been there yet. And they're playing this weekend. So, of course, it makes sense. Fire it all up. I even pubbed up I think originally we were pubbing up a Sam Lever versus Dontrell Willis matchup. And I like Dontrell Willis. And I'm like, that's cool. Like, if we can't get Jose Fernandez is cool just because of the what if. Part of his career that was so tragically cut short. And Paul Skeens would have been amazing. It would have been cool to have him. But no, Lever and Willis. And then usually when I sim the games 1 and 2 of whatever's going to be the game of the week, I make sure the pitching matchup goes as it should. But I think they got into their pen early on Friday night or something, so they grabbed our pitching matchup. And they actually played yesterday. The Lever Willis matchup. So today we get Josh Beckett and Babe Adams. So at least we got Beckett. He's got
he had some good years.
And I didn't know that much about Babe Adams. I think he was a rookie for the Cardinals in 1906. Got traded to Pittsburgh and pitched 19 seasons for the Pirates. So for you diehard, really old school Pirate fans,
there's one guy who's just like,
And you think that guy's getting his internet to work tonight?
The AOL login.
I hope his great-granddaughter fired this up for him because Babe Adams is fired.
He's got some choppy audio. But he's happy.
Yeah, he'll be asleep by the second inning, and so will we. Maybe we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But we are getting down to it. We are. How many games in are we? It looks like we're 130 games in. So 32 games left. This is what he wants.
Copy, sir.
And Tino, the Tiger fan. Yeah. They got Willis and Miguel Cabrera for a bunch of prospects. And the only one who really turned out was Andrew Miller, who turned into that phenomenal left-handed reliever, but not for them. For Boston and Baltimore and New York and Cleveland and yeah, that was a good one for you guys. But yeah, that's what we'll be looking at tonight. Again, we call it the best hour of baseball you'll see all week because we try to keep it tight like a tiger. Other stuff we got going around. Happy birthday to Lorenzo Cain, to Herman Long, who's on the Braves, shortstop Hunter Pence, Mark Leiter, Ricardo Rincon, and Steve Pierce, all blowing out candles today. So congrats to them. Around the league, Baltimore's Ken Williams has 56 home runs, 30 games left.
Wow.
So, and he's been crazy streaky. So this could go either way. He could end up with 58 or with 75. Who knows? But good for him. And yeah, if you're a betting man, if you can find a betting line on Eternal Baseball postseason awards, let me know about that. Because Ken Williams is your likely AL MVP. Who else is hot? Al Rosen, the third baseman for the Guardians, has an 18-game hitting streak. The record for this year is 22, so he's not too far off. Detroit's Hal Newhouser has 21 wins. He had 20 and just won over the weekend. And I put together an absolutely phenomenal graphic that I'm super proud of because I wanted to say, oh, hell yeah. So with my yellow belt Photoshop skills, I managed to Photoshop Hal Newhouser and Stone Cold Steve Austin. And let me share my screen here because I'm too proud of this to let it go. I mean, that's not bad.
That's your best yet, I think, man.
It's a little wonky around the neck area, but honestly, I was trying. It was late, and I wasn't trying that hard. But
it just looks like he's got, a couple months of summer baseball underneath his belt.
Yeah, the head's a little too big, but I needed the neck that thick to cover up Austin. so we're gonna go with it. Besides, who doesn't love a big head T-shirt, right?
There you go.
So, yeah, appreciate that for Prince Hal there. And oh, look at this! I'm showing off way too much. Let me get that and that. All right.
Getting some OCD there from seeing your desktop.
Right. This is the week. Open Taylor. I didn't know that much about Hal Newhouser, other than he's fantastic. And I looked him up, and he was read a little of the Saber article about him, and he was an absolute perfectionist. And so he rode his teammates really hard, but also kind of like Paul O'Neill, rode himself like crazy. Like little things bothered him forever, like not fielding the ball cleanly and still getting the out. He would still be cursing when he got back into the dugout about that, right? Like he was a tough teammate, but a really talented pitcher. So kudos to Prince Hal Newhouser joining the 20-man club.
Yeah, board of directors might. Let's see, Tino. Yeah, Gamble. Yeah, that's true. Board of directors might keep us.
You know what'll keep you out of that though is if you have an interpreter you can pin it on. I've heard. Just that's.
Cameron was wondering what the single season record for the Dingers was. Is that legit? Like, is that the big rumor? Is that actually was?
I don't think
Big O doing the.
Nobody was ever pushing that as truth. Yeah. But
the rumblings are out there.
I mean, they busted an ump, right, for betting on like college basketball or something. Nothing even related. And the review of the evidence took like 9 months. So they suspended him with pay, I think, and then did the review, found enough evidence that they fired him. And the umpires union is really strong too. But the umpires union didn't fight it because the evidence must have been phenomenal. This just happened. I forget the guy's name. But the big investigation they did into Ohtani lasted 1 week. So now again,
it's like we just can't find an interpreter. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it was so smoking gun clear that they didn't need more than a week, and that's altogether possible. But the point I always made was, if your biggest star actually got hit with this, what's the easiest story you could tell to cover it up? And all you'd have to do is I'm not saying find a patsy, but get the loyal employee to agree to a couple years in the pokey for, I mean, if you were single, if you were in your 20s, single, didn't have kids, how much would they have to pay you to do 2 years in jail for gambling, not for murder?
Depends on the jail.
Right? Well, I don't think gamblers.
Supermax. Yeah, we're talking like Supermax. Like, who would have to be a significant amount of money?
Dude, from age 23 and 24, give me $1 million. I'll go away for 2 years. Sure. Free food. But anyway.
There would have to be a whistleblower in this day and age, Yeah. I mean, that would be, you would think.
There you go.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Was it the Spur? Who was he?
Was that back in the day? Was that a while ago?
I remember.
That's not, there's a different guy's name. It was the, the Suns were involved. It was that Suns Spurs series ages ago that the dirty NBA ref had refed, and it was.
That must have been him, huh?
I don't remember the name, but I didn't remember this early.
Wasn't there an ASU scandal too? Not to bring up.
Hey man, that was point shaving. I was there during the time.
Was that the years you were there? Okay.
Yeah, I was there. The point guard. No, it was the big one was Stephen Heddig Smith. and
Oh,
that was
okay.
right before me.
Oh, okay.
But
Gotcha.
the guard who was a freshman when Smith was a senior, Isaac Ice Burton, who I liked, he was a good little point guard, and he was their best free throw shooter. And that's the guy you need to have your hooks in to make it a 5-point win, not a 4-point win.
Gotcha. With
And
late
so
fouls, right?
the late fouls, they always sent him to the line, and he could control. And he swore that they never lost a game. He was being dicey in, but he would miss or hit free throws as needed, as told by the bosses. So yeah, it was a little ASU stuff. Yeah, and now it's Blue Chips, just like that. Yeah. Anyway,
I never saw that. Was that a good movie?
You know, it wasn't bad. And now they could just name it NIL and say movie pretty much. Tim Donaghy, that's it, not Hurley. Yeah, because I remember there was an SNL sketch with Chris Farley tried to convince you to hire Adam Sandler to walk your dog.
Yeah, what was it?
It was called the Hurley Boy. So I would have remembered if it was Hurley. Let the boy walk your dog. He ain't gonna hurt him. So there you go. Tim Donaghy. Absolutely. All right. So anyway, elsewhere, around the league, Yankees have won 10 straight. They've tied up the East with Baltimore. Baltimore owns a tiebreak, though, so it's still the first place Orioles. And Philadelphia, who's just running away with everything, their big dog, Chuck Klein, is trying to win back-to-back Triple Crowns, but the average has slipped. He's now at 331, and Jose Altuve leads the league at 344. 13 points in 30 days.
It's plausible.
It could be. We'll see. But you know what? If you come that close to back-to-back Triple Crowns in eternal baseball, you're still eating your Wheaties, right? So good for him. Like I said, it is Marlins Pirates tonight. We'll get to that in a little bit. But here's the week that was. So here I'm just looking mainly at the second half of the season here.
Cubbies.
We're out here at week 22. Yeah, the Cubs are hot. And they've pushed out to a couple game lead in that National League North. I love the White Sox, who've done nothing, and they got jealous, I guess, of all that Cubs talk. So they've gone a little bit wild. Appreciate that. Boy, man, if the Rockies could pitch at all, because they have four guys. It's like Walker and
Tulo
and God, there's two more.
Was it Vinny? I'm trying to remember.
No, it wasn't Castillo, but it might be. Who's the Arenado? And so they have four guys hitting like 320 or better. So I mean, the offense is there, but of course they can't pitch. So
Jamie Moyer's not come through.
No, Moyer's a Mariner, I think, but they've got Julie Chastain, and I'm sure I butchered that.
I just love the fact that Moyer at one point was pitching in Colorado. It's just like, whatever.
I love to hear that Ubaldo Jimenez won 18 at the break.
Yeah.
And you're like, what are you talking about? Trade him now. And sure enough, he won like 4 after the break, right? Like,
and then the rest of his career, he was like a 4.7 ERA guy.
Yeah, just like nothing. What else? The Angels were Jekyll and Hyde, 5-1 last week, 1-5 this week. Great game on Friday. Nolan Ryan and Randy Johnson, and it was 2-1 Angels. And Randy lost it. Randy threw a complete game 2-hitter and lost. Like I would like to have been seen that post game press conference.
Hopefully the Seagulls weren't circling.
Right, we're still waiting for Randy Johnson here. 1 hour into the post game. What else? The Brewers had a tough week. Yankees, of course, have been strong. Phillies back-to-back 5-1 weeks. They're the class of the whole thing. We'll see how far they go. Padres tough week. Mariners tough week. Cardinals really haven't been. It's funny that the Cubs have pulled out to a lead. Because the Cardinals have gone 4-2, 5-1, 4-2, 4-2, 5-1. There ain't nothing wrong with St. Louis, but they still have some work to do. Tampa is doing Tampa things, unfortunately. But we have 4 teams officially eliminated from the postseason, and that's mainly due to the Philadelphia Phillies going nuts. But the Nationals are gone. The Padres, they're in red here. Padres are gone. Mets are gone. And there's one more. Oh, maybe it's just those 2 join the Nationals to give us 3. So Padres, Mets, Nationals. Sorry, boys. Maybe next year. But that's the week it was. here's where we're at. Now, remember, this scoreboard or these standings represent tomorrow's games too, which have been simulated already, except for tonight's Marlins Pirates game. So we got San Francisco 2 games up on LA. They've bounced back and forth all year. That's always a good rivalry for us.
Walker Helton was the other 2. Sorry.
There we go.
Walker Helton. Jeez, that lineup.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. We're gonna go down memory lane. I remember when the Yankees were friggin' terrible. I think it was Andy Hawkins threw a no-hitter and lost 4-0 on a windy day in Chicago, I think, where they decided to try Jim Leyritz in left field. Holy smokes. He ran so many laps trying to find the ball after it had landed and rolled. It was a bad day. Okay, what else? Oh, so Houston had crept up and knocked on Atlanta's door, and then they had a 3-game set in Atlanta, and the Braves swept. So the Astros have been returned. They got served. So they're back 8 games back. Chicago up a game on St. Louis. They're both playing well. Cincinnati 8 back. Philly, I guess Philly with their win just clinched the East. So, hey, good for them.
Hey, congratulations.
92-40. Oh, so that was 96. Appreciate the research department that is Cam Fletcher. Always has a good answer for us. Oakland, the defending champs, are pretty good. LA is 7 games back. Kansas City is still, they're not as good as they were. 69-63 isn't getting any parades. But Birmingham's so bad this year, they're still going to coast to that South title. It'll be the first time someone won the South that wasn't Birmingham. The Tigers are rolling. They just got Harry Heilman back off the injured list. That'll help. They're 9 games up on Cleveland. And, yeah, Baltimore and New York neck and neck out there in the East. For what we've been looking at over the weekend, so Marlins at Pirates. In Game 1, Charles Johnson had 2 doubles. And the relief corps, sounds like a terrible law firm, of Dunn, Looper, and Cishek delivered in 3 1/3 innings of scoreless relief of Yuri Perez. Marlins beat the Pirates 7-2. And then in Game 2, Pittsburgh rallied for 4 runs in the 8th inning off a Honus Wagner RBI single and RBI doubles from Dave Parker, Pie Traynor, and Jason Kendall. And the Pirates edged the Marlins 10-9.
Do we cheat him and how?
Yeah, exactly, right? So coming up tonight, it's the 47-84 Miami Marlins. They are 7 games away from elimination.
Are we in Miami?
No, we're in Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay.
Where there are missing bricks and no Clemente sign on the wall, which is weird. The Pirates are 67-64. They're 13 games back of the second wild card. So they're not, that's the Dumb and Dumber line, right? So you're telling me there's a chance. Well, we'll do our best.
It starts tonight.
Yeah, cannot wait. So here we go. Marlins and Pirates. Let's see. Beautiful stadium. I've never been in it, but I walked right by it because I went to a Steeler game in the fall, and we should definitely get there at some point.
I was hoping to win that get that Paul Skeens rookie card,
right? And
trade it. What was it traded for? Was it 20 years of home games or so?
Yeah, and he turned it down, right?
I think so. Yeah,
I think he did. I think he sold it. I saw some. This is a jackass move because the Yankees don't have names on the back of their jerseys. There's some jackass Yankee fan at the stadium this week wearing a Yankees jersey with Skeens' number on it and Skeens on the back.
Ooh.
Like, come on now. He's only in the second.
Too soon. Too soon.
Come on. But all right. The only thing I don't like about that is the name, right? Like, it'd be a better joke if you were wearing number 30, a Yankees 30, and people were like, oh, Roy White or whatever. And you're like, nah, Paul Skeens. That'd be funny. But anyway. So here we are, Marlins Pirates, and it is Josh Beckett, who is a recent call-up. So he's 0-0 with a 2.84. Okay. The ERA plays at least. And then Babe Adams. Whoa, that's a weird look.
Looper, Dunn, and Cishek.
Yeah, right. Didn't even get Rob Nen in there. Man.
Rob Nen.
So Pirates against right-handers.
Forgot about Jason Bay.
Jason Bay has 3 at-bats. The best I cannot wait to show you Dickie Thon's numbers sometimes. Dickie Thon this year got into one game, one pinch hit for the Astros, hit a grand slam. So he's 1 for 1 with a home run and 4 RBIs.
Just walked off into the corn.
That's an OPS of 4,000. I never want him to get another at bat.
It's still somehow less than Barry Bonds' couple of his years with the Giants.
But he's perfect, right? You can't do any better than that. Dickie Thon should absolutely retire and put him in the hall right now. Holy smokes, hits a grand slam every at bat. That's hard to do. But yeah, here we are. Okay, so we've got Stargell. He can play outfield, DH, or first. We'll figure that out as we go. The guy who's been really good is Bobby Bo.
Nice.
So appreciate Bobby Bonilla coming to play.
Yeah, Cam's got it. Daylight Graham. I like it.
Yeah, that's it. Moonlight Graham, wasn't it?
That was the joke, though.
Oh, there you go. Fair enough. Okay. So I can't lead off Dave Parker because, come on. But we can do Paul Wainer. I think he's big poison. I'm sure Camp can help me with that. Dave Parker can hit second. Now, who's terrible? Kiner's terrible in the outfield. So
What's Archie Vaughn's real name?
I believe that's short for Arkansas.
Joseph Floyd Archie Vaughn. Huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go. Even in eternal baseball, Bobby Bonilla is still getting paid by the Mets. So good for him. Okay, so Wainer, I think, only plays right field, which is weird.
I just love that Madoff connection with that, though. I mean, that's just perfect, right? Like,
so good. That gives us Ralph Kiner at DH, which is where he should have played if they had it in his day. Archie Vaughn's our shortstop. And this is a weird thing, the idea that you wouldn't play Clemente in right, but where he's a 10. But Paul Wainer can only play in right. That's the only place he qualifies. And Clemente plays a passable center field. I'm sure he was better than passable, but
yeah,
Clemente, we can play Clemente in center. That's the best lineup. Jason Kendall catching. Honus Wagner batting ninth. That's great. He can play second.
All right, here we go. Born in Clifty, Arkansas,
There you go.
Vaughn got his nickname early in life, despite leaving Arkansas before his first birthday.
Man, he wasn't even really Arkansas then.
I like to say Arkansas.
That's like Big Texan, Longhorn legend Roger Clemens, born in Dayton, Ohio. Oops. Oh, Pittsburgh's over the roster limit. Somebody must have got. Oh, Bill Madlock just got back off the injured list. So
who catch?
They had called up Max Carey just because he's fast. So
sorry, Max.
We don't have room.
Hope you had a good cup of coffee.
Nobody in black and white's that fast, except Cool Papa Bell. So we'll see you, Max. We hardly do you. All right, so Marlin time, and Derek Lee is one of their better players, but he's inactive because they have 800 first basemen.
That's not the worst roster when you look at it, right? Like
when you consider the guys that
Stanton
got away, and Stanton's hitting like 320 on the year for them.
Dude, Ugla had a couple good years, right? Where relatively speaking, right? Where he's
that glove,
35 jacks and
that glove was ugly. Right? 35 homers from second base.
Yeah, 240. 35, homers. That plays.
I'm going to activate old Derek Lee here. Just because Luis Castillo is that underwhelming. I do like that this is where Luis Ariz lives. And he was only there for like a year and a month. But he can't crack the Twins roster because the Twins are stacked. And Knobloch's not giving up second base. And his numbers with the Padres aren't that great either, but I dig him because he's one of the few full contact guys in MLB right now.
He and Jack Wilson, right?
Yeah. Did you see him the other day where Ariz hadn't struck out all year? Had 43 at bats, no strikeouts. And he struck out getting hit by a pitch. He started the swing and then he flinched backwards and the bat came too far forwards. He got hit in the belly with the ball. And they gave him a strikeout. Out he went. The pitcher was so pumped. Like, so maybe they figured him out. You just got to throw at him.
Maybe that's one of those like strange souvenir balls you put on your mantle, right? Nobody can figure out.
Yeah, I would be like, give me that ball. Give me that ball. All right, so it's definitely Stanton cleaning up. Man, none of these guys look like leadoff guys.
Maybe Hanley. He had some wheels for a bit, didn't he?
Yeah, I guess before he lost his mind, right? He's a bad shortstop, but the backup is Gary Sheffield. So, no, we won't be doing that. Kevin Millar, let's see. If I could put Stanton in right, that's fine. I could actually play Millar in left. Ugla at second, and that would let Derek Lee play first base, where he's really good defensively.
Oh, I forgot about that. Munchkin was saying the trade they got for Arias.
What was this? Oh, yeah. Straight up.
Twins. Yeah.
Straight up. That was a good deal. Yeah, the Yankees were trying to send he's in Detroit now. The second baseman they just gave up on.
Oh, yeah. What am I spacing?
Oh, no.
He's just getting off the injured list.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's on my fantasy team, for God's sakes. Doing nothing like everybody else this week.
What's his name?
Gleyber Torres.
Thank you.
They tried to send Torres for Reyes, but it fell through. Mainly because Torres wasn't good enough. Okay. Mike Lowell.
I forgot about Stephen Kwan. He's on your team too, isn't he?
Used to be. There's so many guys. I'm not quite as quick as you. You always got the AA prospect of the year. But there's a lot of guys I had early that I just couldn't keep at a roster pinch that have then gone on to make me regret it. I guess everybody's got those guys. But, Mike Lowell, better known as a Red Sox, but actually came up as a Yankee. Sheffield, DH is perfect.
That's right. I forgot Lowell was a Yankee.
Just for a little bit, right? Need a catcher and a center fielder. So it looks like it's Preston Wilson. That's Mookie's son, I think. And JT Realmuto.
Is he Realmuto's on the? Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I think so. Yeah, Realmuto could be a Philly by years, but it's hard to crack Philadelphia, right? They got 100 years of catchers. Dutch Dalton's not giving up.
That's right.
Play, right?
And Dalton.
Oh man,
that guy was that guy should have done pro wrestling after his.
Right?
If he had any knees left, that would have been an obvious transition.
That's really something. This is most of the old school photography is not this good, right? Look at Babe Adams. Not bad.
That's a great one.
Yeah. All right. So, man, beautiful ballpark. But we're...
I don't have any sound.
Oh, did I do that wrong? Hang on.
Oh, yeah. Camera's not hearing any there.
All right. I'm stopping the screen. Do not panic. Share screen.
Worst comes to worst, I'll make the background noises. Hot dogs here. Get your hot dogs.
That one. Sound on. How about that?
Come on, you bums.
It's like the old guys doing radio where they would fake the base hit noise. All right, how's that? Better? You hear the murmur?
Can you turn it up a little bit?
I don't know if that's how it works.
I think I can hear the murmur.
Let's see, put it through the roof. I can do this. Options, setup.
I can hear it enough, probably.
Sound. You want some ambient crowd? I'll give you some ambient crowd. Let's see here. Through the roof. How about that?
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know if that's too loud. We'll see. They may go wild for Hanley Ramirez. Let's see. Did we give control to Marlins? Marlins, go to the computer.
Score modes. Programs.
Hot dogs, peanuts. This field is
Left
small.
Fielder, Kevin Miller.
But I didn't want to cut out the skyline and the bridge, right? Yeah, I can't even. If you've never been to Pittsburgh, and I'm a Steeler fan, so I'm biased, but because it's one of the cool things, because the Pirates, the Penguins, and the Steelers all wear black and gold. The whole city is black and gold. Even the bridges are black and gold.
That's
so
right.
no matter who you root for or what season it is, it always feels like Pittsburgh versus the world. So kudos to them. Oh, Millar was mispronounced. Well, he'll have to cowboy up. I get that right. No, I'm not bitter about that at all.
Second
I'm sure it's
baseman,
every year that Mark
Dan
Bellhorn cracks
Ugly.
40 homers. Like, nothing going on there. Here's Dan Ugly.
I just remember that slap that A-Rod had at the
Josh
mound.
Yeah.
Beckett.
I forget who it
That was
was.
so bad. And then he was just like, what, man? I don't know.
It was such a
We just
garbage
came
move.
together.
Some guy did that. I think it was this season, or I just saw the highlight of it. And it's super dangerous, right? To slap at a first baseman's arm while he's receiving the throw. So a guy did this earlier in the year, and I don't even remember the guy, but they played the home team's audio, and they're like, I don't know what. Oh, it was Chaz McCormick, maybe.
Oh, okay. But he
So
pulled someone's
Astros, I
arm?
think. He was
actually,
running to first. The throw was pulling the glove into the runner.
and he yanked the guy.
He slapped at it with his inside arm and hit the guy mid forearm, and he held on. And the Astros broadcasters were like, I'm not sure what he was doing with his arm there. It was dirty as hell. The next time up, first pitch, 99 fastball in the lower back, right in the spine. Right?
Perfect.
And the pitcher was like, oops, oh. No, but I love that they didn't hit
Message received.
they didn't hit the next guy. They didn't hit the best guy. They waited for that whole lineup to turn, and then they put it right in his back.
Love it.
Right,
And that's one, like, as his teammate too. You're like, okay, then whatever.
Yeah.
That,
look, if it was
Left
you
fielder,
and me on a
Dave
team,
Parker.
we go way back, right?
yeah.
When you got drilled, my first thought would be, hey, I hope Roto's okay. And my second thought would be, I'm glad nobody else had to take that bullet. Yeah, you heard that. Dave Parker wearing this absolutely glorious hat.
Oh, so
Right?
good.
Come on. You got a lot of that.
I think he got it.
Oh, it's off the wall. Run, Dave, run.
Did he get there?
Bobby.
Parker hit one like that right down the line with the A's in the postseason, maybe the World Series late in his career. And he did everything but pop a lawn chair and a beer to watch it as it went. And it hit the top of the wall. And he went, Jesus Christ, turned on the afterburners and had I'll have to find the clip, had the worst slide I've ever seen, fell sideways. And the throw beat him. If there was replay, he was dead. I mean, it was close, right? But he was out.
Yeah.
And the ump took mercy on him and let him have the double. But, oh, man.
Oh.
This is a guy who used to swing a golden sledgehammer in the on-deck circle. So, all right. He's got a 62% chance to take third there, Roto.
I don't think so.
Not with 2 outs, right?
What's
You know who's happy
okay.
about that decision? Mike Lowell.
and Dave Parker?
Does not want to see that trade coming in.
Let's see, Wikipedia says Mookie was about the uncle.
First baseman, Willie.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Now that's a brother.
Okay. Good for you, Mookie. Here's Willie Stargell. Pops. Sit down.
Right fielder, number 27, Giancarlo Stanton.
Now, nobody's making a big enough deal about this, I think, because Stanton being hurt is kind of the norm. But when all the furor rose up about the torpedo bats a couple weeks ago, he used one a lot of last year, and nobody knew and nobody noticed.
Really?
But yeah, but now he's out with basically tennis elbow in both arms. Now, Stanton getting hurt isn't even a headline, right?
Yeah.
That's just Stanton activated from injured list. Now, there's your story. But weird that a guy would have both, guy who does not play the field.
So you think there's something with the weight distribution? Is that the theory? Interesting.
Nobody's talking about it.
That would be crazy if you started seeing a rash of Tommy John surgeries on the batters.
Stanton hurt is not a news story, right? But nobody's talking about that.
I just want him to have one full 162 game season in Colorado. That's all I want. That's all I want in the next 5 years.
I mean, the Rockies fans haven't had anything to root for in about a decade.
That would be
So-
amazing. Even if he just played, 81 games.
Yeah.
Just
He would sell tickets. Absolutely.
oh my goodness.
Here's Derek Lee.
Third baseman, Mike Lowell.
Mike Lowell. All right.
Yeah, he had a pretty solid career, man.
Designated
He
hitter,
really did.
Ralph
He was.
Kiner.
I don't know if he was soft spoken, but I just don't ever remember a quote or an interview with him. Right? Maybe he just didn't seek the.
Well, you never heard.
spotlight at all.
At least I didn't hear anything ever negative about him either. Just seemed
No.
like a pretty solid clubhouse guy, good team leader, and
There's a small town up like half an hour outside of Boston, Lowell, Massachusetts. I wonder if they ever brought him in for a signing. I would. There's also a Tewksbury. But I don't
wasn't
know
Lowell,
if that-
Massachusetts? Was that Kerouac's hometown? I can't remember.
It could be.
Hot dogs.
He had a good arm, but he could never hit. that Kerouac. Here's Ralph Kiner. Look at Lowell getting over there. Oh, he overran it.
Ole.
I think it was distracted by all those groundskeepers just beyond him there in Charlotte.
Just milling around.
And it's hard to find a good straight-on shot of a beautiful baseball field without somebody moving around on it. So I'm doing my best. Oh, Ralph
Shortstop,
Kiner.
Archie Vaughn.
Here's Archie Vaughn. That's another good photo. All right.
Yeah, he died young, man.
Did he?
Age 40, drowned.
Center fielder,
Oof.
Roberto Clemente.
I think he was trying to. Let me read it. I think he was trying to save someone. Let's see. With his friend, he was fishing with his friend Bill Weimer. Weimer stood up in the boat, causing it to capsize. Oh, okay, sorry. And both men drowned.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I don't even like fishing. Here's Berto Clemente doing Clemente stuff.
Life jackets were probably not as prominent.
Somebody's hurt.
Catcher, Jason.
Clemente is injured, they say. Oh.
Oh man,
So now we check the roster to see if we have to replace him on the base paths.
Jason Bay.
We might have to replace Clemente. Let's see.
Kutch, huh?
Yeah.
Is he our only guy left, or
I mean,
Pie Trainer plays a mean third though?
Yeah, and a terrible center, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, we'll put in McCutcheon.
McCutcheon is the new runner at first.
All right. Here's Jason Kendall.
He had some wheels.
He did for a catcher. It was amazing, right? He led off for them for a while.
Yeah, was he? I mean, he's getting like low mid 20s every year for a while there.
He was like one of the very last guys of their own that they actually kept, right? That they developed and signed. And
Yeah, I remember that. It was sort of viewed as a risky deal, right? But he was only getting like this is back, it was like $4 million a year or something.
yeah, it was like 6 years, 24 mil. They're like,
Like,
whoa. Crazy talk.
That's interesting. So Munchkin was saying that Archie's nephew played for the Colt 45. Interesting.
I didn't know that.
Huh.
I love that they used to have the Colt 45s with a pistol right on the helmet, right? Like,
So
yeah,
good. They got to bring that back.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, and the
KC
barrel,
wrapped
the
it.
smoke from the barrel of the gun made the S, I think.
So
in
good.
45s, right?
Bring back the bullets. Bring back the Colt 45.
Come on.
Although Astros is pretty cool, I guess.
It's not as cool as Space Cowboys. We've got one of the best City Connect jerseys because most of them are pretty bad.
Yeah.
But Space Cowboys, I'm down with that.
We'll give it to him.
All right. There's 2 down for Honus Wagner.
Ball 4.
Oh, he's walking.
Take your base.
Josh Beckett as a 19-year-old draft pick. Top pick in the draft. I had him scheduled for a morning interview on my guy's sports radio show in Phoenix, and he no-showed.
Ah.
And I'm like, Josh Beckett. I'll root against him his entire career. Now look at it. It's revenge of the web. Maybe not.
This is the culmination of
Right?
Designated hitter,
We're leaving him the full 9. We're not helping the computer out at all.
He's my Will Wheaton. Fetch me Josh Beckett. Here's Gary Sheffield.
Was it an early interview for a 19-year-old?
I mean, he was in Texas. We're in Arizona, so he was maybe like an hour ahead of us. But
center fielder, Preston.
and it was morning
Wilson.
radio, but whatever.
Yeah, still. Just say no, right?
Yeah, if you're not gonna do it, don't
Number
do it.
10, JT. Real Muto.
Real Muto. Here we go. And back then, very rarely, a lot of times you would book it. It would be through an agent or through somebody else. It wasn't like you just called their house. So come interview time, you've been pubbing it, and you're just waiting for the phone to ring or not.
Oh,
right?
shoot.
Kind of.
So how do you handle that? Just say, something come up, or
no, we just rip the hell out of him. Who cares? We're never going to book him again. Look at JT getting it done. Runners on the corners, 1 out for Hanley Ramirez. Throw home, out chance 15%, or you take the double play. 17% chance for a double play, but we can at least get one.
Yeah, let's turn it.
Yeah, I agree. Throw home, no. All right, so we get JT Ramirez safe at first. 1 run is in. It's Marlins baseball, baby. 1-0. Hanley Ramirez is 80% to steal second. We're not going to let that happen. Oh, he went. And he's in there, even on a pitch out.
Wow.
Man. Okay, let's see here. There you go. One time, the worst one ever, and we even though we were in a Phoenix radio show, and I was Sun Devil, we treated U of A. We were actually the Phoenix flagship for U of A sports because there were a lot of U of A grads who moved up to Phoenix to find work, and they got tired of living in adobe huts down in Tucson. So the guy who was the media relations guy for U of A was great, helped us out a ton. And they were playing in the Maui Classic. And the key word there is Maui, back in the Lute Olson days. Mike Bibby, Miles Simon.
Oh, wow, yeah.
They had a great big win the night before that we played on our air. So we had the highlights for it. And I called him the next morning, just the guy off the air, to see if I could get a player, Lute Olson, somebody on the air. Totally forgot the Maui part of Maui Classic. So I'm calling it like 9 a.m. my time, but it's like 5 a.m. Hawaii time or something. Calling his hotel. I actually woke him up, and he wasn't mad, but he was so disappointed. Because he's a guy I talk to a couple times a year, right? I'm like, oh,
yeah,
dude, sorry about that.
There's times where you talk to people and you can tell that how they hold you in the esteem they hold you in, it is kind of plummeting a little bit.
Yeah, I lost some points there from a guy who was going to be important. Oh, Dave McDonald's like Kent Tekulve. Only if the Phillies show up. Because I think he's on the Phillies, isn't he?
Oh, he's got to be on the Pirates, right?
Does he? All right, hang on. Sort alphabet. Oh, he is on the Pirates. This is fire.
Simply from my baseball collecting days.
With the Coke bottle glasses, literally made out of green Coke bottles.
So good.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay. We'll get him in.
Here's Babe Adams.
JK!
Rallying.
I know a guy. I'll put a good word in for him.
Right?
Dave Parker, man.
Kent Tekulve looks like a tough guy. Or a substitute science teacher. But I don't know how anybody hit him. He had to be 6'3", 6'4", falling off the mound like that with the
crazy. Just discipline, I guess. Don't step in the bucket.
Now, I shouldn't clue you in here. I just read about, totally non sequitur, the Mariners have a prospect who's a switch pitcher, but he hits 100 miles an hour from the right side.
Wow.
So switch pitching ain't his only jam, baby, right? Like the left, I think he throws sidearm left-handed, but so but regular right-handed.
Wow.
Okay.
That's pretty valuable.
If he could come back quicker from Tommy John if he just threw it the other arm for a while. Anyway.
There you go. Don't miss a paycheck at all, right?
He's in high A, so it'll be a while, but don't even remember his name. Yeah, Dave Parker's not going, Josh Beckett.
Bobby Bo.
Sitting down. Come on, Pops.
JK!
Oof.
It's going to be a complete game victory for Josh Beckett.
Right?
Ball.
Josh Beckett is such a jerk. He thought the magazine was named after him. What do you think about that?
I like it. I've got one around here somewhere. Where did I put it?
Yeah. Here's an Archie Bond, 2 on, 2 out.
Oh, must have moved it.
Oh, right up the middle.
Send him.
He went on his own. I had nothing to do with
Center
that.
fielder,
We're tied up.
number 22, Andrew McCutcheon.
Here's Andrew McCutcheon.
Come on, Kutch. There we go.
Get down. It did get down. Looks like Wilson short hopped it.
Oh, send him.
94% chance, Roto.
All day.
Send Kiner home. Yes. It's a
Send
wrap,
Vaughn while we're at it.
right? Keep going, Archie. Here's Jason Kendall. Man, this is a 2-out rally to die for. Come on, Archie.
Send him.
Stanton. Oh, and Stanton's hurt. Oh, I was just betting. Actually, he was pretty healthy as a Marlin, other than that time his face got caved in, right?
Now, remind me what that was. I'm trying to.
Well, he took a fastball right to the mush.
Oh,
like right off the nose.
Who's the pitcher on that one? I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember.
I think I actually had. Yeah, he was out for a decent amount of time, right?
Yeah.
I think I actually had both of them on my fantasy team at that point. And I was like, oh, that didn't work out great.
Thanks, boys. And he came back with that weird like football face guard thing. Yeah. All right, here's Honus Wagner. Popping out, but Beckett mishandles it. But he made the catch.
Oh,
Beckett leaps, bobbles the ball, and makes the catch. All right, fine. But it's 3-1 Pirates. Oh, yeah.
Fears. Oh, that's right. Mike Fears. Yeah. Good memory, man.
That's a good call. Wasn't he the whistleblower in the Astros thing?
Oh, maybe.
In the trash can? He might have been. Anyway.
I just remember he didn't even have that great a good stuff, but his delivery was so deceptive that nobody could pick the ball up, even though he was only throwing like 89, 90. Oh,
there aren't.
Take the credit anyway, Cameron. Just take the credit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shoot, that's okay. And as long as it keeps our stories accurate. Here's Derek Lee, the tapper. Bobby Bonilla has no idea what to do with it.
Look at that range.
Safe.
Ah.
Weak arm, Bobby. Sit at home watching the game. Former Pirate Barry Bonds is like, man, that's a weak ass arm.
Sid reamed it.
Here's Mike Lowe. Walking. Might be Kent Colby time.
Sure.
What do we got? Bases loaded. How many out?
I'm not too concerned about any decisions we make in this game.
Yeah, I think fourth inning's a little early. But
get one more batter.
Maybe that's all he needs.
Woo.
Run, Dave, run.
Do you get it?
He's got a cannon, too. We're absolutely throwing home just to see Dave Parker throw.
Let's do it.
Oh, if we cut it to third, 36%. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah? All right.
Sure.
Archie, get him. Got him at third. Oh, they're
run
reviewing
scored?
the play. Run scored. They reviewed the play. It held up. The run did score, though, 3-2. All right. Here's Paul Wainer. Big poison. Oh, it gets past Wilson. Slides in with a double. Oh, remember that. Okay, so here's Dave Parker. 2 for 2.
He's going to be our player of the game here.
Ooh.
Did he get it? He got it.
Yeah, and I think he hurt. Look, I think he hurt Stanton.
It is out.
It sounded like it hit something.
Yeah, I think that was out of the. Was that fireworks?
I think that was Stanton. Look at Stanton.
Did Stanton hit the wall?
That was Stanton hit the wall.
That's the first, man. So good.
Now Stanton becomes Cliff Floyd. That's a good trait.
Man, this game's accurate.
Man, yeah. Anybody who said this isn't terribly a terribly accurate sim, eat that.
That is perfect.
I love that it made a noise.
That is hilarious. Did it actually say he hit the wall? Was that part of it?
They didn't say it, but he hurt himself. So he either pulled a hamstring running, or I'm just going to say he hit the wall.
Yeah, that's too good.
5-2 Pirates. Here's Pops. With the tapper.
Parker. Whoa. Oh, he got there.
If
Wow.
Willie Stargell beats you to the bag,
Pops, dude. That's some hustle, man.
Billy
He's
Martin,
like,
Billy Martin would have subbed out Derek Lee right now. Come on, come on. Cliff Floyd would have run into first. Put Juan Pierre in the outfield. Would have been all right.
Juan Pierre.
Here's Ralph Kiner. Oh, ricochets. That's kind of cool. Send Bonilla home. Safe chance 50%, but there's nobody out.
I don't think you do it. Might as
Can't
well
do it
hold
with
him.
nobody out, right? All right. Meanwhile, Beckett's really in trouble here. He's only got 13 pitches left. So we're gonna take over Miami here for a second. Oh, wait a minute.
Put the law firm in.
Yeah, it sounded like something was breaking.
Yeah, it's only a sprain, right?
I'm gonna play it back, man. As soon as we're done, I'm gonna listen back to the podcast. Like
This
I
will be
always do.
our first YouTube short.
Yeah. We'll go over it in our show recap meeting that we have every Monday from 1 to 5. All right, so let me check this Miami pitching staff. Wait a minute. I want to check the bullpen. I want to check the roster. Who do they have who can help? AJ Ramos is the closer.
Might as well just throw Rob Nen in there.
So is
5.29.
Yeah.
Man, those ERAs.
I
No
should
wonder
sort-
they're doing so
I should
poorly.
sort by ERA.
Yeah,
So, wow,
Eternal
Ramos,
baseball tonight. The only way that's happening is if there's 2 divorces on the show.
right? Hey, man, we're back.
Yeah, great. We're just gonna both be smoking, totally disheveled. Like, hey,
Yeah, right. You'd be like, I thought Webb was moving to a new house. I'm like, no, I'm still here.
I'll be in like a little
cabinet.
camper down by the river.
Bad dial-up internet. That's how it's gonna work.
Yeah, that's right. It's not a terrible Starlink
Oh.
or something.
All they've got is Ramos, who's their closer. So it ain't gonna be good. But
Let's put Rob Nen in.
you want Nen? We'll give you Rob Nen. All right.
Man, even Fernandez is getting crushed this year.
It's not a good pen. It's not a good staff actually this year. All right. So Beckett, do your worst. Oh, Archie Vaughn with a pop foul. Can Derek
Yeah.
Lee bring it in?
I don't think he has it. I think it's
He can't get that. He couldn't catch pops at first,
Oh,
and now he can't. Now he can't catch pops in foul territory. Hey,
that'll be our second YouTube short. Right?
right? Dad jokes in Eternal Baseball. It's gonna be a good show. Here's Archie Vaughn, 2 strikes.
Ooh.
Oh man, it's down.
Got to send Pops after he got to first.
Right? He's got the wheels.
He's hustling.
Dude, they didn't even get
Oh.
All right. As much as I'd like to see Josh the punching bag Beckett stay in, pretty obvious he's got nothing left here. So Rob Nen,
So what year was that? Where that he stood up on the interview?
maybe like
Rob.
98.
98.
98
nice.
or 99.
That'll be we'll do some total clickbait thing.
Yeah, right.
Announcer gets back. Beckett after 27 years.
I think he was on the cover of Baseball Weekly, which I loved. Right? That was such a good mag. And I'm like, maybe I get this kid on the air. Number 1 pick overall, flamethrower out of Texas. Okay. So we got bases loaded for McCutcheon. Rob Nen is in. That hat is fire right there with the white underbrim.
With the grimace on his face as he's about
Yeah.
to rear back and throw.
He was a good pitcher. Oh, I got to give control back to Pittsburgh. Well, after this batter. Ooh.
Oh!
Come on.
Oh, get there.
Oh, Kevin Millar with the wheels.
No way Millar gets that one.
Look at Stargell, though. All right. Let me give control back to Miami here. Here's Jason Kendall. Oh, right in the ear.
Wow.
That had some salsa on it right there. Very angry fan. Let's see what Honus Wagner. 2 grand slams on the season, hitting from the 9 hole. Nope. Dan Ugla comes up with it over the Hanley. They only get 1 though, and a run scores. It's 8-2 Pirates. Here's Big Boy. Rhoda, where has this been all our life? We should play the Marlins more often. So first and third, runners on the corners, 2 down.
Dude, if Parker hits another bomb, that would be amazing. Come on, Parker.
I think it was. It wasn't Witten. Some guy who hit 2 grand slams in the same inning. I forget who it was. It was in like the late 90s. I have to look that up. But look at this. It's getting down. Parker with a double.
Cleared the bases.
11-2.
Strike 3.
If this was an ESPN game, they would be moving on to further action at this point. 11-2. Babe Adams feeling comfy.
Strike 3.
He's just moving right along.
Couple more comments here.
Strike 3.
Charge mound button. That'd be perfect.
Not bad. It does happen once in a while, but yeah.
Strike 3.
I had a friend that went the following Halloween as Bartman. He actually won a costume contest. It was great.
He wasn't in Chicago, was he?
No, it was in Albuquerque. So yeah, it didn't sting that bad for the Cubs fans there.
So they're so mad at Rob Nen, they've just left him in well past his pitch limit. That ain't cool. So at 11-2, it does. I mean, it really doesn't matter.
Time to bring Sheffield into pitch.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Of course, we'd never get out of here.
Poor Kevin Gregg hasn't pitched in a long time, so
there you go.
Warm it up, Kev. Oh, I guess I should let him warm up.
Just bring him in.
I pretty much sent him out. I almost sent him out there cold turkey.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah. It's a shame that Cubs team didn't do more. I mean, breaking the curse, tremendous, right? But they had so much young talent simultaneously. I thought they'd have a bigger run or at least challenge a couple more times. Oh, man, the Kevin Gregg fan club. It's out in force. Okay, bullpen, mound trip, then maybe tired, you think? Kevin Gregg, in you go.
Pitching for Miami, Kevin Gregg.
I mean, I kind of want them to hit him just because of those glasses.
Cool shades.
I don't know about that. They're a little too small. Okay, computer.
Those are the ones that he'd like wears them backwards when he's.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ball. Take your base.
Here's Archie Vaughn.
Just send him.
Right.
Don't send him.
I could never find the play. Well, he just walked Archie Vaughn. McCutchen.
Oh.
That's
too close calls, man, from McCutchen. Dang it.
The trajectory of the ball was too high. Here's Kevin Marr. Bobby Bowe flashing some leather. Nobody's ever said that before. Dan Ogley. Ooh.
Oh, that might.
Cuts on his horse, though.
Right fielder,
okay.
Cliff.
Dude,
Floyd.
We're only in the 6th inning. It's 11 o'clock. We got to go. Big Poison. No problem. Here's Jason Kendall. Cookie that gets walloped. That's big time.
Ball.
Honest Wagner.
Send him.
I mean, it's 11-2, Roto. You got a heart of stone over there.
Ooh, 63. Send him.
You want him to go?
Yes.
Let's get him hurt.
This will be our 4th YouTube short. Oh, come on.
Giving the Marlins hope.
Can you imagine? Like, you're the Marlins and
right? You got some 130-year-old man trying to steal second up at 11-2.
It's like, oh, they just tried to steal with Thomas Wagner. All right.
It's Gary Sheffield. Gary could always hit.
And his bat speed was
I never got to see him play a lot until he came to the Yankees. And he was 33, 34. So, not in his prime anymore, but Jesus. I never saw a guy who could get the bat to the zone that fast.
So good.
Incredible. Oh, Preston Wilson.
Did he get it?
No. Oh. We don't have time for that. Oh, Dave Parker. 4 for 4 and he sits down. I guess he's got to go too. Dave Parker has dinner reservations at Primonti Brothers. Oh, Kevin Gregg's tired and they didn't replace him either. Marlins? No wonder your relievers are all beat up. You don't take care of them. Bullpen. You want Luke Cishek's got the most pitches.
Okay, yeah.
So it's going to be a mercy kill anyway here. Cliff Lloyd. Somewhere from a stretcher, Stanton is saying, I would have got that one. Sure you would have, Mike.
20-minute delay to replace the wall panel in there.
Sure you would have, Mike. Don't call me Mike.
Don't call me Mike.
All right, now, wait a minute. Bullpen, give me Cishek. Oh, I'm at bat. I'm so desperate to make a change. I'm trying to make a change while they're batting. Right?
Yeah, I don't know. Munchkin has a good. I don't know. I don't think we've ever gotten to the point where.
I don't know. And I don't want to break anything.
Yeah, that's true. We don't have to re-sim this and have the Marlins win by 6 runs.
Right. Look, Ramirez is starting to come back. That ain't cool. All right, if they have a guy who might steal, I pretty much got to give them control back here. Oh, it could be 2. Archie to Wagner.
Wow, look at that.
Just like that. All right, bottom of the 8th. It's Cishek time. I think I can. Let's see if I can force this to happen. Nope, I can't. All right, fine. I'm going to take over Florida again. Just so they take poor Kevin Gregg out, who's exhausted.
Pitching for Miami, number 41.
Is that really
Steve
Steve
Cishek?
Cishek?
Yeah.
I'll look it up. I don't remember what he looks like.
I think I kind of remember him looking like that. He was kind of a slight guy.
Okay. Lowell's all over that. It's a great play. Archie Vaughn's not fooling around, man.
Is he 3 for 3 now?
I think so. Hope you had him on FanDuel today.
Eternal FanDuel.
Right? McCutcheon's gone at first. Vaughn takes second. And to think they led 1-0. They sure did. Here's Jason Kendall. Oh, it's going to get down. Archie Vaughn's thinking about it. He's not just thinking about it. He's doing it. Just like that, 12-2.
Should we send Kendall?
6-2. Why not?
Do it.
Be safe.
Another unwritten rule broken.
Right.
FanDuel Sports Network.
17%. Still.
Can you imagine if we got that email? We'd be like,
Right.
yeah, this is spam.
Can you imagine how much money people would make betting against you and me? Like, I don't even care the matchup.
Of course, we might have our own. They might send an IT team over to make.
Pitching for Miami, number 3.
Yeah, like this.
Ariz.
Not about Ariz. The gum is good, though. That's a good look.
Ball 4.
All right, that's it,
Take a
Babe
base.
Adams. You're not nursing a shutout. So, by popular demand,
Yeah, let's do it.
bring in the professor. Oh, Cliff, I don't think that's got distance. Pittsburgh bullpen, mound trip. He's like, sweet, I'm going to get another complete game. No, you're not. It's Kent time.
Pitching for Pittsburgh.
The fans have spoken.
Tickle.
I wonder. I bet his real first
Tickle.
name was Clark. Yeah. Because here comes Superman.
He had some funny quote where he's named after a used car dealership or something. I forget
true?
what that. Yeah.
Well, he just induced a double play to win it.
The final score from
What a day.
Pittsburgh
So many
12,
pitches he threw.
Miami
15
2.
hits.
Adams picks up the win. He is
6
now
pitches.
14 and
Let's
12
call
on the
it.
season. Josh Beckett is the loser. He is now 0 and 1 on the season. Dave Parker hit home run number 18 on
Jeez,
the
Dave
season.
Parker had a day.
Dude, we
Although
need
Archie
that-
was perfect.
27
we need
minutes.
that soundbite on a button I can push, so I could just push a button and have it go. Josh Beckett is the loser. That's it. Suck it, Josh Beckett.
Revenge.
How bad is Stanton? Oh, Stanton was only hurt for today. But Jesus, Clemente's out until May 26th.
Wow. What did they say happened?
They didn't yet. I can
okay.
find out in the league injury report tomorrow. But
Wow. That's a big one.
yeah,
That's the season. That's season ending, isn't it?
pretty much, yeah. I mean, regular season at least, and they're a playoff long shot. So when Stanton heard the news, he's like, "Yeah, that guy's a China doll. He's broken. He's weak. I'll be playing tomorrow. I'll send him a card." But there you go. It wasn't quick, and it wasn't terribly competitive, but it was fun.
Did Sheffield have a good day? Let's see.
2 for 2, runs scored,
yeah.
RBI, 2 doubles.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Solid day.
How does he only have 2 at bats?
Mr. Walk.
Sacrifice or something? They didn't have any walks.
Oh, he didn't have any walks?
Oh, yeah, sack fly.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's always in there somewhere. So big win for Babe Adams. Kent to Colby fans rejoice everywhere. But yeah, Dave Parker and Archie Vaughn were not messing around today. And the Pirates making that run for the second and a wild card. So good for them. We hope you enjoyed it. It was more fun than I thought we might have. It's like Eddie Calvin LaLouche said, I love winning. It's like better than losing.
15 hits, man. Outrageous.
Yeah, you should have banked some of those and at least 1 steal. So that's a good day at the office. So if you like what you saw, we do this pretty much every week. If your team hasn't been on yet, we still got 4 or 5 weeks to make that right by you. And we're coming up on the playoffs. It's going to be a good playoff run, I think, with a couple of nice competitive division races down the run. So you can find everything we do at eternalbaseball.com. If you like the game, but these aren't your teams, we played with every team's got the game over the last couple of years. Check out our YouTube channel. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. We're all over the place. And we appreciate everybody who shows up. Show next week with Easter. I like how he misspelled WrestleMania. But,
Maybe not, yeah.
I'm thinking maybe not.
Yeah.
You know what? Sign up for the Eternal Baseball newsletter at eternalbaseball.com. That's where we reveal our game of the week. But I'm thinking next week might be a week off because it always makes our 2 biggest fans happy.
Yes.
When we take a week off, and that's important too. But we appreciate you guys joining us, and we'll get every team on here. Just need a little luck as we go down the road. So thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time for another thrilling edition of the Eternal Baseball Podcast.
Good night, everyone.